What I'd like to do is take resolution 170-13, because there needs to be an amendment based upon what we do there. So let's do that. Mr. Clerk, if you can read in resolution 170-13.
I see another night in hotel. I see another night in hotel.
Resolution 170-13, Draft 2, urges the Hawaii State Legislature and the Governor to support and provide funding for the highest priority capital improvement projects in the County of Hawaii. Submits a list of highest priority capital improvement projects to be ranked by the Council in order of priority to the State Legislature and Governor seeking their support. Reference Communication 407.3, introduced by Mr. Yoshimoto, approved GREDC 3, and Communication 407.4 from Council Chair Jay Yoshimoto, dated October 24, 2013, transmitting the final tally sheet of the Council members' priority ranking.
Okay, may I have a motion to approve resolution 170-13?
So moved. Second.
Seconded by Ms. Ford. Okay, council members, when you look at resolution 170-13, and from the communication, you'll see the final tally sheet. You'll notice that there is a tie for, let me look at the numbers here.
Tally
There's
two of the page 2 of the reso. Oh no, not page 2. I'm sorry. Where's that?
Okay, so there was a tie on for number
7 and 8.
actually it looks like 4 and I'm looking at communication 407.4.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking at number 4 and 5, they both have a score of 44.
Well, 7 and 8 both have 48.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, so there are two ties. My recommendation, council members, is rather than doing revotes after revotes, we just stick with this because this is what is. Because as a reality, my guess is that the main, excuse me, the main priorities will in all likelihood be the higher ranked ones, 1 or 2 or 3. And while we could go through the exercise of trying to break the ties, I think it's just reflective of how we voted. In other words, 4 and 5 would be ranked at the same rank, and 7 and 8 would be ranked at the same time. So anyway, that's my recommendation. Otherwise, we could just revote and revote, but then I don't know how productive that would be. Mr. Ilagan?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I also support the recommendation, and I'll stand by that as well.
Mr. Kern?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. As I support that recommendation as well.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Willie, I'm sorry, you had a question?
I just wanted to make, I was sure I was understanding this correct. So the Nani Kailua extension is the first.
Is our number 1?
But you're sending the whole list in.
Correct.
Hold on.
Wait, let me recognize Ms. Willie. So yes, that's number 1 in this order, and that's what we're sending the entire list, and it'll be indicated as a tie unless...
Right, but the whole list goes in.
Yes.
Like we're saying, these,
Our
we
top
really
8.
like to have all of them.
All of these, right, in this order.
And, right, okay.
Yep. Ms. Ford, go ahead.
Thank you. Is it the highest number that's first or the lowest number?
Lowest number.
So they calculated this wrong.
Why?
Yeah. It doesn't match what's on here.
Because
doesn't?
they're using like,
Let's see. Okay, Ms. Ford, what are you referring to here?
Well, I'm looking at the scores on this,
Right, that's what I was.
yeah, this is
and
all
I'm
wrong.
looking at, the South Kona Police Station
Number
is
1 would
number
be the
2.
number 1 priority.
Yeah.
So you got to see how much.
AK Highway
Yeah.
came out number 1,
Yeah.
and it's...
No. Well, since I don't want to speak from the chair, Ms. Seehoff, why don't you go ahead and clarify for us?
I think in the original reso, the numbering, 1, 2, 3, 4, like District 8, then District 6, and District 9's project, that's just how they came into the chair.
Right. So that's not
So they're
prioritized
listed,
yet.
they're not prioritized there, they were just listed. The prioritized list is further back in the Communication 407.4.
Where?
Communication 407.4, it's like the last
That's the correct one.
document in this group.
On the back page of that.
Right. So the reason why we needed to take this now is so that once we approve this list or whatever list, then the amendment will come forward. LRB will work on the amendment, and then we can vote on it. So what you see in 407.4 is the final tally. So the only question for us is whether we want to have LRB make these changes as it appears in 407.4. Ms. Ford, you give up the floor?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Onishi.
So when someone voted, say, 1 for like that the top
That was the
project,
highest, yep.
and say that certain project had like 3 or 4 ones, and the other rest was like, and the other projects like had less than that. So wouldn't that be considered like the number 1 project that we want to send to the legislature?
Correct. So this is the tally sheet right here. That was, it's not,
But the
go ahead, Ms. Yao.
the project with the lowest number is actually the first priority, because if you add up all the ones, you're going to get a lower.
Right. Okay.
Total.
Okay.
I'm glad this is not the budget. Okay.
Okay. So Nani Kailua extension is the number 1.
Correct. And my recommendation is we just make the amendment as indicated in this communication, because that's the final tally. I don't see I don't see the value in trying to break a tie at 4 and 5 or 7 and 8. We just list those as ties.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Sounds great.
Okay. Okay, let's see. John or Donna from LRB, who wants to come up? I just want to double check something. Either one. I just want to make sure we don't... Hi, Mr. Henricks, you can introduce yourself and...
John Henricks, Legislative Research Branch.
Okay, so John, it looks like we're going to go with Communication 407.4, and so...
Yeah, I got to do the amendment.
Right, so we're going to, I'm going to entertain a motion to table, and then to the call of the chair, and then you let us know when it's ready.
Yes,
Okay?
correct.
Council members, any questions? Otherwise, that's what we're going to do? Okay, so I'll entertain a motion to table.
So moved. Second.
Okay, motion by Mr. Curran, seconded by Mr. Kanuha. Mr. Clerk, on the motion to table.
Ms. Eoff?
Aye.
Ms. Ford? Mr. Iligan?
Aye.
Mr. Kanuha?
Aye.
Mr. Curran?
Aye.
Mr. Nishi?
Aye.
Ms. Poindexter?
Aye.
Ms. Willie?
Aye.
Chair Shimoda?
Aye.
Chair Shimoda, have 9 ayes on the motion to table.
Okay, motion passes, so this measure is tabled. Okay, council members, shall we start?